Hi, my name is Jenny Lauren Dowden for Conduit News, and today we have Kathrine Bischof joining us. She is a member of the Greene County Republican Committee here to talk to us today about a vote that Paragould residents passed just yesterday concerning partisan issues. Hi, Kathrine. Thank you.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
Of course. I don't know how many people are familiar with what you all have accomplished there in Paragould over this election season, but I think it's really interesting. And I watched a video of you on the Facebook page for your group, and you were explaining what this was all about. And you were talking about how in 2015, Paragould City Council officials decided to remove party affiliation on those running for office. Talk to us
Right.
about that, why that happened back in 2015, and what really led you all to get a petition going to change that.
Okay, so in 2015, the city council and the mayor did decide to fundamentally change how we conduct our elections in Paragould. And this was something they did on their own. This was not something that the people got to vote on. And they made it so that we would no longer have political parties in our municipal elections, or at least we weren't allowed to say that we had political parties. And the reason for this being is because in 2015, the state of Arkansas was going red. That is, more and more counties and cities were voting for Republicans. And so, out of a sense of self preservation, the Democrats who were in control in our city decided, oh, let's do nonpartisan elections.
Hmm.
And this was just so that they wouldn't lose. They made sure that no Republican could put an R behind their name in our municipal elections. And so some people from the Greene County Committee went to the city council about a year ago. It was 2021. And they tried to get them to reconsider. And the city council treated them quite rudely. And they said, well, come back next month. So they went back next month, and it was when it was time for them to speak, the city council said, meeting adjourned.
Oh
So
gosh.
they were not given the opportunity to speak. So we went and got a petition signed to get this on the ballot. And we had over 1,500 citizens of Paragould sign this petition.
Awesome.
And what we wanted to do is, again, go back to having our preferential primary where everybody picks a Democrat to run, everybody picks a Republican to run, or an independent, or a libertarian, whatever.
Mhm.
And then we vote on that in the general election. And so many people of Paragould were on board with that. They said, we just want to know who's the Republicans and who's the Democrats. And so we got that petition signed way more than we needed. We only needed like 900 something, and we got more than 1,500. Got it put on the ballot. And just yesterday, it passed. Everybody voted that they want to see what party people belong to on the ballot when they vote.
Absolutely. I think that that is common sense. I think that people want to know party affiliation. A lot of times, with party affiliation, there are values and ideologies attached to that, and voters want to know.
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
So, talk to us about that. Whenever you got the petition going, you had over 1,500 signatures. Did you all receive any pushback there at all?
Well, yeah, from the Democrats. And there are some, the insiders in the city, they knew what was going on. They knew what this was all about. And then there were some people that maybe weren't so sure about what was going on. And they thought we had to explain to them, first of all, what partisan elections are, and that partisan is not a dirty word
Yeah.
because it really has a negative connotation on it. But all
Mhm.
that means is that a group of people came together who are like-minded, who share similar philosophies, ideologies, and this is what we want to run as. And this is how we can present our group to the people so that they know what we believe. That's what partisan means. And you can call yourself a Republican or a Democrat or a Libertarian. Those are all parties. Okay. And it's not automatically a bad word. And I know the media has made it a terrible word in the past. So we had to get over that. We had to explain to the people, what does it mean to have partisan elections again? Well, it means you get to see what party people belong to. And that's really important.
Talk to us just about what this amendment means as far as freedom for the candidate, freedom for the voter, freedom for the community, and understanding what's at stake, what's on the ballot, and then just giving them that power of knowledge to know. Why is that so important, especially in today's political climate?
Okay, yeah. So they had it set up with these so-called nonpartisan elections that the candidates had to file as independent. And it didn't matter if they wanted to claim to be a Republican or a Democrat on the ballot, they were not allowed to. And so they had people running for an office filing as something that they are not. They are not independent candidates, but they were forced to say, I'm an independent candidate. And then the information was being hidden by the people. So the candidates didn't have the freedom to run as they wished, and the people did not have the freedom of information to vote as they wished. And some people, they're totally against parties, and that's okay. But what was happening is that these independent voters were inadvertently voting for Republicans and Democrats and didn't even know it. So even they did not have the pertinent information they needed on the ballot to vote independent.
And this was passed overwhelmingly, I believe, around 56%. So that's great. Do you see we the people, starting to push back a little bit more to fight for transparency, to fight for accountability, going down all the way to the local level? We saw that in Jonesboro, Cricket County, they did vote to roll back part of the millage there, to hold the library accountable there. What is your opinion on what's going on right now?
Well, a lot of people that we talked to, they didn't even know what the city council had done in 2015. I mean, it was kind of hush hush. Like I said, nobody asked us if we wanted to change it. So I talked to hundreds of people who didn't even know what had happened. All they knew was that I can't see political parties on my ballot anymore. So I think we have made the local people here in Paragould really aware of what's going on. And I think we've also empowered them to know that if you want change bad enough and you work hard enough for it, you can accomplish that. We live in a democratic republic where the people still have a voice. And so you can make those changes if you really want to. And I'm hoping that we made more and more people want to get involved in the future too, because I know a whole lot of people I worked with, they had never done anything like this before. And actually, I hadn't either. I mean, I had always been an informed voter and maybe gone through some meet and greets or whatever. But a whole lot of people became active in this. We came together, we formed bonds. And I'm telling you, any town can do this. If we did it, any town can do this. The people have power. You just have to get together and do it.
That's awesome, Kathrine. Well, listen, I'm so happy for you all and for y'all coming together and affecting change. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go?
No, just know that the Democrats aren't going to lie down and take this quietly. So pray about it and be ready.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Kathrine.
You're welcome.